Well, it's too bad. I don't know if you got much snow, but we got plenty down here. And when I say plenty, it don't take much in Alabama to mean plenty of snow. But let's talk about things to do on a snow day. If I can figure out what button to push.
Yes.
Terry.
Before we do, real quick, Terry.
Yes.
No, Hobbs is not winning. It is not his Luger in the Georgia Dome moment. Were you not listening? There's 1,100 people going to be there, not 30,000, Devin. And it's also
And half
not.
of them are in the match.
Yeah, that's settle down. Once you take another puff off of whatever you got in your hand, it'll be fine. Terry, what do we do on a snow day? What did we not do on a snow day according to the voters of our show?
So let me reintroduce it so I have a good place to cut in. You get to see this if you're live. Let's talk about things to do on a snow day, and let's start it out with what almost made the list.
Terry's such a dick. Nobody put snowball fight? What?
Oh, I know.
Doing games or a puzzle?
Snowball fight, video games, and doing a puzzle. And let me tell you, I did a lot of video games while it was a snow day down here.
I will say I'm worthless because 3 of the 4 of those made my list.
Yeah, same. I'm checking mine again because I took a picture this time again. Let's see.
Well, there was a definite theme of things that made the list.
Oh my God.
There was a pattern.
Puzzle was my number 2.
People disagree with you, Allison.
I do.
That proves that we have more than 3 people voting.
Some nerd
I had
shit.
snowball fight at 11, so okay.
The fact that they're that far down, though, that there are 10 other options means we had a lot of people voting. Thank you all for voting, by the way, on our show, not your show. Our show. Shout out to James Alcarai. Horns down as expected. We'll talk about that in the next hour. What's number 10?
And we talked about Dawkins. I think Dawkins is the Notre Dame guy.
Is he?
He was really rooting them on, at least. I don't know if he was.
I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about number 10.
Number 10.
Making snow angels.
Look at AI. Look how innocent they look. You got your little faces with the rosy red cheeks, Terry. They clearly
and they have the right number of
hands.
They have the right number of hands and feet.
Oh, man. There was one picture I'll show you later where there was a great picture and it had a random set of toes on it, and I had to just wipe it out. But this one, I mean, it is for the most part pretty good.
That's great.
This website I go to is great.
Very good.
I don't know the last time I made a snow angel. Tell you the truth.
The last time we got significant snow, I'll say, is when I did a snow angels. Probably last year. Yeah. I have a big yard, so I like to go
do a lot of different things. Yeah.
No, shut. Oh my God.
I may say this 10 times.
What?
I hate snow.
Yeah.
I haven't done a snow angel in 20 or 30 or 30 years. Okay. Because I am a hater of snow.
All right.
Before I move to number 9, I will say I haven't done a snow angel in a while, but I did bust my ass on my driveway and leave a big skid mark all the way down to the mailbox. Number 9. That was last year, by the way. Number 9. Board game.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Just play Monopoly. It'll last all day. That's a pro tip, folks. Till someone gets mad and flips the game over. We learned that on our episode of board games. You can check that out in the archives. Available TNA Top 10.
Yeah, and go find out why I couldn't play Clue with my friends.
Terry was so mad back in college about Clue.
Oh Lord.
And it was not Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the library, for those of you playing along at home. It was some hottie that he was trying to get with or some shit, if I remember right. Anyway.
I don't know if I said that part.
Board games during snow days. Is there a specific one either of you played?
Well, so in my family, it was more we did board games, but we also card games. So Uno was a big
George isn't here. Was it for money or no?
Cards Against
Everything's for money. Everything's for money. But to be fair, we played with the apparently illegal rules where you could put draw twos on draw twos.
Well, you know what?
I did that too.
Who makes the game? Milton Bradley, is that who it is?
I don't know who
just
makes
make
that
it up.
one. Is it Hasbro? I don't know.
Hasbro, Milton
You know
Blair.
what?
Yeah.
They can suck it because once it gets out there and people start playing it, don't tell me how to play it.
Yes,
We know.
exactly. Yep, agreed.
Well,
Sorry,
and then
Milton
if you
Bradley, I almost
joking about Monopoly, but if you look at Monopoly, they give you a list of alternative rules you can use
Oh, yeah.
in the game, you know?
And so I collect Monopolies, and each Monopoly has its own, like even the themed Monopolies have their own rules. I have the Lord of
Right.
the Rings one. I think I told you guys this. The ring moves separately.
I got a Huntsvilleopoly.
Ooh.
Of course you do.
I don't have Auburnopoly. My roommate in college had Auburnopoly, but I don't have that one.
Huntsvilleopoly is about like a map.
I need to make a map. We talked
I
about
was going to
that earlier.
say, I'm waiting on my map, all right?
I will have it to you by next week.
What is number 8 on the board?
Number 8, watching
Yes.
movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
I
they
mean,
all
why
have
not?
the right number of legs. I don't know.
Well, you know, you don't necessarily watch movie. Well, there's an option. Never mind. I was just
I
like,
think Mom has one leg.
I
in that.
think Mom has one leg, or yeah, Mom only has one leg.
one leg and half a foot, maybe.
No, those both the daughter's feet.
Oh, those are both the daughter's feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom only has one leg for sure.
Look how long Dad's arm is, though.
What are y'all watching right now?
The back.
Devin,
God,
we are looking at the AI pictures, and some of
He's
them
on
are...
YouTube. He can see it with us.
Oh, you can see it, yeah.
Unless you can't see through the glazed donuts because, you know, they're his favorite.
That's hilarious.
I'm watching
I
the
did not
football
catch
game.
the length of his arm. That is great.
It is now 10-3. Go Rams. I don't know. I actually don't care if the Rams or the Vikings win. I just want a good football game. Shout out Jaden Daniels last night, Terry. We'll talk about it on the football show.
Oh, he meant in his own time.
Oh, what are we watching now? I
like
don't watch
movie-wise?
anything.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I think he means like he says not at this
What's
moment.
our show at the moment? I watch a lot of Bob's Burgers. I will tell you that. That's basically. I don't want to have to think about anything.
FBI, Schitt's Creek. Movie-wise, I just recently watched Heat because Twitter reminded me it was like the 29th anniversary of that movie.
Yes.
If you've never seen the movie Heat, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, hell, it's got Wes Studi and the guy that was in Justified and Noble's Holler. He's a detective. It's also got Danny Trejo in it. Yeah, it is a who's, and it is a fantastic movie. Just make sure you've got like 2 hours and 58 minutes or whatever it is.
I also watched a movie about Pele the other day. That should be no
okay.
And if you hear my dogs, don't mind that because the fire truck's coming by, so they howl with the fire truck siren. I swear to God, it's hilarious. Except when it happens at like 2 o'clock in the morning, we're all sleeping. But what are you watching now, Terry? Hold on. What are you watching? You say Bob's Burgers?
That's what I turn on in the background. I'll watch football. I'll watch that. I'll watch a movie now and then. Wrestling, if I think about it. Nothing else.
Which is funny because
20%
of the show is about wrestling. And if I think about it, was Terry's answer.
Well, I mean, we're recording right now and it's Monday, right? So.
Well, that's a scheduling thing. Thank you, Medusa.
But I will go live if the show comes to town.
Hashtag humble brag. Alex, what is the one you're watching now? Because you just binged.
Yeah, I binge. I am a binge watcher. I just finished season 3 of Evil, which is phenomenal. If you haven't watched Evil, it's a little bit religious, a little bit supernatural, very good. And now I'm watching Mayfair Witches. So something.
My buddy's watching a Handmaid's Tale, and he said the first one was kind of hard to get into, but he's in the second season now or something.
Yeah. That it gets first season's very hard, second and third are phenomenal, and then it kind of dropped off for me. So
I won't read the private chat comment out loud, but you get the thumbs up, Terry.
Okay.
Just because I have to stay on brand, and you all know what that means.
On brand.
On brand.
All right, what's 7?
Number 7, baking.
Yay!
With or without marijuana?
Without.
Well, hey, that's a choice.
I mean, in my house, it's without.
I mean, you have options. You could put it in it, or you could smoke it before you do it, or
Well,
you could smoke it
all
while
right.
it's baking, and then you could get baked after you baked. There's a lot of things you could do here.
So I have joined some Facebook sourdough groups, and I'm
Oh,
trying to learn. And I'm
to
thinking
make a
about doing that.
starter?
Oh, I've had a lot of conversations at work. I might start making candles and bread and my own butter pretty soon. And
That's pretty
I'm gonna
good.
make a good wife someday. You know, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
seriously.
Harry,
I got a bread maker for Christmas. It's the best.
tell our audience, because it didn't make the list. Making butter was actually a
It was.
suggestion of things to do on snow day. And it was so ludicrous, I pointed it out in the group chat. That like,
And I had
who the
seen it
hell
already,
decided-
and I said, let's not do that myself before you did.
Who makes butter on a snow day? I mean, that's
Do you understand how great the compound is going to be? Terry's going to be making butter. You know, Andrew's going to make our steaks. Amy and I will just sit back and be pretty. I mean, we're good.
and do the laundry because you all suck at it.
Yeah, I do
all
do it.
Three of
I'm
you.
good at laundry. What?
Um,
I do it. I just don't put it away.
wash,
I don't.
dry,
Yeah.
fold,
Yeah.
put away.
What does
Yeah, all right.
fold
You
mean?
killed me with the last. You
Never
killed me
heard
with the
of this
last one.
fold.
And hang up and press if appropriate.
Press.
Oh my lord, press.
Right.
Well, you think
I'll
I
throw
have
it
an
back in the
iron? I love
dryer.
that. Yeah, I love that you think that I have an iron. That's so cute.
Oh, and don't get me started on cooking. God almighty, this
I
crowd.
can't wait.
So I cooked a whole bunch of stuff on my Blackstone yesterday.
Oh,
Completely
yeah.
forgot to take anything for lunch today.
How did it go?
How
Do
is
you
the
love it?
seasoning of the Blackstone? Since we're talking about, we're kind of
It's very
freaking out.
good. It's excellent. I'm learning some do's and don'ts with it. I cooked 4 steaks, a bunch of steak tips, and squash and zucchini and other stuff, and left it all in the refrigerator.
Just out of curiosity, and we'll move on. Would Cyrus eat the stuff off the Blackstone since it's cooked a little
Some
different
stuff.
way? Yeah, I
Some
just wondered.
stuff. Yeah. I still got to work on him a little bit.
Yeah, well, he's also still a small child. Well, he's not a small child. You know what I mean? Young child.
He's eating the cheeseburgers at least. That's a
All
start.
right, that's good.
Do you do smash burgers or do you do regular cheeseburgers?
Oh, I've got like a frozen patty, where you got to prime apart with the butter knife. That's what
Are you really doing all that?
I am doing all that.
You're gonna have to grab it. The reason I ask is, I watch the reels and I send them to you guys, just like the baking recipes I send
Right.
you and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
What is the fascination with a smash burger?
I don't know, because I
think
like more
so.
meat.
Because
I
you
know
have the
what it is.
Blackstone, which is why I'm asking, Terry, because that's really what you're supposed to cook them on.
I can tell you what it is. It's the crunch. It's the your when you flatten them that thin, they get that crust on it. I want to call it. I don't know what it really is, but when you're searing that meat and it's that flat,
Yeah.
the texture.
The
It's a
outside
completely
edge,
different
at
burger.
least.
Yeah, it's so good.
I get
fully
that.
admit, I love smash burgers.
I did mine wrong then in the cast iron because it did not develop a nice little crust for me.
Oh, it should.
Yeah, but they were also not really thin smash burgers either.
Okay,
Got to be thin. Yeah.
That's got to be thin. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I just wondered. So that has nothing to do with snow days, unless you'll pull it out on the covered patio. We know people with money that'll probably cook on a flat stone in the garage and brag about it on X later. What's number 6, Terry?
Number 6, read a book. And I did not read a book during my snow day. I will guarantee that.
I don't read enough. And I love to read, and I'm a speed reader, so it just pisses me off when it's been a week and I haven't read anything. I'd love to read.
I read a lot of articles now. I don't read a lot of books. Now I will.
If I'm reading a book, it is a
read
hardcover book. I'm not reading stuff on a device.
Okay, well, that's fair, but I will also say this. If you have a library card,
I do.
use it. if you have a library card and you don't like reading regular books, there's an app. It's called Libby. Put in your library card information, and guess what? You've got thousands of books at your fingertips.
And I've got Hoopla, and it does the same thing. Yeah.
There you go. Same
And not only that, but right across from the hotel we'll be staying at in a few weeks.
I already saw
When
the
you
library.
guys come down, the library is right across there.
I'm totally going to.
If you want to spend the weekend reading a book.
Well,
That
I
may be on
saw-
the map that I provide.
I saw some of the itinerary. That might be a better suggestion. Oh, Andrew, stop.
What is number 5?
Number 5, and we are just really crawling through these.
Yeah.
Watch football, and I did a lot of this during the snow days.
But see, I don't know how this is a snow day activity
Yeah.
because if football is on, Terry, it can be 90 degrees. We're watching. It can be 0 with 72 inches of snow on the ground. We're still watching.
AI has struck again. Check out. There are 2 40-yard lines on this side of the field.
Yes, there are. Yep.
All right. Well.
But that is much better than the previous picture had.
Yeah.
And it was like some of the pictures were like 35 against 12, that kind of thing. This one's pretty good. And she's got
Alright.
some kind of salsa and who knows what. in the other
Cheese?
bowl.
Shredded cheese? I
It
don't
looks
know.
like a big bowl of shredded cheese and a bowl of salsa.
Where's
chips
the
are-
chocolate chip? And Devin, the man thinking ahead of all of us, what if it's 10 a.m. football's not on? Sir, have you heard of Game Day with Nick
Yeah.
Saban, the greatest college football coach of all time, Hall of Famer? Stay tuned. for
NFL
episode
Network.
2.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a game on somewhere.
Last
Stay
night's
tuned.
game is on replay.
There you
Yeah,
go.
stay tuned for episode 2, Devin. We're going to talk about the GOAT. And no, he never wore Syracuse orange. Terry, number 4.
Number 4, build a snowman. This is a big, portly snowman.
That is an
They had a lot-
impressive snowman.
They had a lot of snow and a lot of time and a lot of patience because they don't roll that well.
Well, I will say that I had to add some words because the first few pictures of Build a Snowman were the tiniest little snowmen ever. So I put big, tall snowman. And
Okay,
AI
well, this
came
is a good
through
one.
for me.
I need it large and girthy. That's what he said.
I mean,
That's
look
what
at
he
the
said.
size of that scarf.
That's true. Oh my.
But that is time, effort, and dedication because if you genuinely have ever built a snowman and you've rolled a snowball across your yard and kept rolling and rolling and shaping and forming and shaping and forming, and then you poured a water gimmick over it to make it harden so that you can put a base, and that's heavy. That bottom and middle would be very heavy.
But he can't. He's got no arms.
Well,
That's
your
the only
powdered
trouble.
snow, Terry, is not going. Well, they're not done with the snowman yet either, sir. Your
Okay.
powdered snow is not going to roll that way. That's wet snow, which means it's
That's
very
wet
heavy.
snow.
Again, grew up in the Midwest, hated it. Where is my island? That's where I need to go. Is to the island. But
Mhm.
I also need to find out before I do that what number 3 is because I want to
Number
know what our
3.
voters are thinking with this nonsense.
Take a nap.
Hell yeah.
Sleep or take a nap.
She looks so cozy with all those pillows. And
That is
blanket.
a tiny ass bed, though. If you look at the size of the bed compared to her, that is a tiny ass bed.
Is it?
Yeah, look at it.
That's a
How
queen.
wide is it? It's a twin.
Oh no, I think that's a queen.
That looks like a queen to me. She's in the middle of it. There's plenty of space behind her and in front
She's
of
a
her.
queen sleeping in a queen. How
Her
about
knees are on the one end and her ass is on the other end.
that? No, I think
not.
she's got a foot or foot and a half behind her.
So here's the deal. Yeah, tiny bed.
There's
too
never,
much.
there are never too many pillows, Devin. Just remember that.
He has a pregnant wife. He probably
I know.
understands that.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Her decor is awful in this house. I mean, look at the bed. Look at the
Mm-mm.
pillows.
Disagree.
No,
Nice and
ugly
dark.
ass brown. Look at the bed. Look at the bed.
Low light. It looks like heaven to me.
It is. This is awful.
Close
Awful.
those blinds. It'll be even better. Y'all, I
People
live in
only-
darkness like 90% of the time. You
There
guys
are
don't
people who
understand.
wonder how Allison and I are best friends. It is an incredible feat because 77 is hot, as you all learned today.
Yes.
Um, Terry, it's a muted bedroom. You see what I see, don't you?
I do, but I don't hate it. But it's not how I would decorate.
Yeah.
It looks pretty dusty.
She also has a very old style rug underneath that bed, if you
Yes.
noticed.
Yeah.
That could be used on some of those TikToks where they clean the rugs. Have y'all seen those?
I am obsessed with those sometimes.
Those are great.
I can get into like a rabbit hole of those. All right, let's keep going because I am loud and somebody's trying to go to sleep in my house.
Number 2, sledding.
That's number 2.
Look
It didn't
at
get number
this
1
child.
even?
Yeah, how is this not number 1? But who
You'll
knows?
understand when we get there.
Okay.
We had a plastic one with a steering wheel and like one big blade, and then it had the rounded blades on the. It was like it looked like a snow machine, but it was all manual, and it had brakes. And if you got going, you could tip yourself ass over tea kettle at my sled, and it was badass.
This kid is enjoying himself.
Absolutely. That's what Lex looks like. That's Lex's face every time he sleds, even today.
This must be Nebraska because everybody's wearing red.
That's right.
Yes. That's it.
Yep. But it'd have to be a hell of a storm to get that much snow. Because what you don't see, what you also saw in western Nebraska, Terry, another reason I hate winter. My parents' house faced west. 40-mile-an-hour winds during the winter coming out of the Rockies. Guess what they hit? The front of the house. And it howled and howled and howled. Couldn't stand it. But anyway, yeah, kids having a great time. And look at the little sun coming back behind the trees. That's a nice little picture.
It is. This was the first shot. This was the one and only sledding picture. AI's coming through. Now, some of them I have to go and I have to say, okay, you misunderstood what I meant. Because when I did Snow Angels, there were 50 kids laying in the snow on the first picture. I'm like, okay, back off, AI.
Slow down, AI. Yeah, growing up, we did a lot of sledding. I had an emptied out sump by the house, which somebody would always break open the gate so we could go to. And it was basically a giant man-made, I call it like the empty swimming pool, but it's all land. But it just went like that. So it was perfect for sledding. And that's the place to go when it snowed. And we probably went through a sled a summer, so a sled a winter. So it was like the wooden sled, the plastic sheet, the plastic toboggans, the inflatables. We always figured that the plastic, just sheet of plastic worked the best. We would pretty much try to kill each other.
Cookie sheets are badass sleds as well.
Oh, yes. That's like the big industrial ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie sheets and pizza pans can make
Put
for
a little
fantastic.
bit of vegetable oil spray on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's a tip to those who don't know.
Terry looks very confused for a minute.
Not too much. Like, it'll be like on Christmas vacation.
Terry's like, this is Huntsville. We don't do that kind of shit here.
Well, we had a lot of snow growing up. So, I mean, I lived in Long Island. We would get snow every winter. So, all right. What's number 1?
You guys want to know the number 1?
Number 1
on a snow day, and that is binge watching.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you know how many pictures I had with just a family on a couch watching TV in this list?
Yeah, see, the thing is, everybody goes to their separate corners and binge watches their own crap.
Yeah, this doesn't happen.
There's no binge watching together. No.
Although I do like the separate snacks. That's kind of funny.
Oh, this is the random foot. Okay, I included it. Look at Dad's left foot, and then look a little bit to the side of Dad's left foot. There's a random.
That's the kids.
Set of toes.
No, that's the kids.
No,
toes.
He's got both of his feet over the popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a random.
Yeah, you're right. Foot. It's a random foot. Oh, that's creepy. Okay.
Up the calf. Yeah.
Now I'm concerned.
Yeah, I thought I didn't use this one. Apparently, I did.
Creepy.
Well,
also, I just noticed over Mom's right shoulder in the back is a weird picture frame.
Oh yeah.
With like 2 ladies like in front of the picture frame. I can't even explain it. It's weird.
Oh, yeah,
like an overlapping picture frame kind of deal. That's pretty cool though.
That's great.
Let me write.
Yeah.
Number 10, make snow angels. Number 9, board games. Number 8, watch movies. Number 7, baking. Number 6, read a book. Number 5, watch football. Number 4, build a snowman. Number 3, take a nap. Number 2, sledding. And number 1, binge watching.
Love it. Good stuff.
That is so good.